Welcome to our video about some of the most intriguing and perplexing urban mysteries that have yet to be solved. We'll take a closer look at each case, including the evidence and theories surrounding them, and explore why they remain unsolved to this day. Join us as we delve into the unsolved urban mysteries that have confounded investigators and armchair detectives alike. 1. The Black Dahlia murder. In 1947, the brutal murder of Elizabeth Short, also known as the Black Dahlia, captivated the nation. The Black Dahlia murder is one of the most notorious unsolved murders in American history. On January 15, 1947, the body of Elizabeth Short, a 22-year-old woman, was found brutally mutilated in a vacant lot in Los Angeles. Despite an intense investigation and numerous leads and suspects, the case remains unsolved to this day. The investigation into the murder was hampered by a lack of physical evidence and numerous false leads and tips. Over the years, many people have come forward with confessions or claims to have information about the case, but none have been substantiated. The case has inspired numerous books, movies, and TV shows, and continues to fascinate the public to this day. Some theories suggest that Short was a victim of a serial killer, while others suggest that she may have been involved in organized crime or had enemies in high places. Despite the many theories, the case remains unsolved and the true identity of the killer remains a mystery. 2. The Boy in the Box. In 1957, the body of an unidentified young boy was found in a cardboard box in Philadelphia. The Boy in the Box case, also known as the Philadelphia Unknown, is one of the oldest unsolved murder cases in the United States. On February 25, 1957, the body of a young boy was found in a cardboard box in Fox Chase, Philadelphia. Despite an extensive investigation and numerous leads, the case remains unsolved and the boy's identity remains a mystery. The boy, who was estimated to be between 4 and 6 years old, had been beaten and died from exposure. He was found wearing a plaid shirt, a pair of white socks, and a pair of shoes that were too large for him. He was never identified and his killer was never found. Over the years, numerous leads and tips have been followed up, but none have led to the boy's identification or the capture of the killer. In 1998, the case was reopened and new forensic techniques were used to create a composite of the boy's face, but this did not lead to any new information. In 2002, DNA samples were taken from the remains and entered into the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, but no matches were found. The case remains open and active, and the Philadelphia police continue to investigate new leads and tips. The boy's identity and the circumstances of his death remain a mystery. 3. The Somerton Man. In 1948, the body of an unidentified man was found on Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia. The Somerton Man case, also known as the Tamam Shud case, is a famous unsolved mystery in Australia. On December 1, 1948, the body of an unidentified man was found on Somerton Beach, near Adelaide, South Australia. Despite extensive forensic examination, the cause of death could not be determined and the man's identity remains a mystery. The man, who was estimated to be between 35 and 45 years old, was well dressed and in good physical condition. No identification was found on the body and no missing person reports matched his description. The man had no signs of violence on his body, and the cause of death was initially thought to be poisoning, but no traces of poison were found. The investigation was hampered by a lack of evidence and the fact that the man's fingerprints had been removed from his fingers. The police found a car parked nearby with the registration number Tamam Shud, which means the end, or finished, in Persian. Inside the car, police found a copy of a Persian poetry book with the last page torn out. The book contained a code that has never been deciphered. The case remains unsolved and many theories have been proposed, including espionage, murder, and suicide. The true identity of the Somerton man and the circumstances of his death remain a mystery. 4. The Isdal woman. In 1970, the body of an unidentified woman was found in the Isdalen Valley in Norway. The Isdal woman case, also known as the Isdalen mystery, is an unsolved case in Norway. On November 29, 1970, the body of an unidentified woman was found in the Isdalen Valley, near Bergen, Norway. Despite an extensive investigation, the woman's identity and the circumstances of her death remain a mystery. The woman, who was estimated to be between 30 and 40 years old, had been burned and died from inhaling toxic fumes. She had no identification on her, and her fingerprints had been removed from her fingers. A suitcase containing clothes and other personal items, which were later determined to have been purchased under false names, were found nearby. The police investigation revealed that the woman had been seen in various locations throughout Norway and Europe under different identities, including Jennifer Thompson and Fenella Lork. The investigation also revealed that the woman had traveled alone and had been staying in hotels, paying in cash. The police initially thought the death to be a suicide but later ruled it as a murder. The case remains unsolved and many theories have been proposed, including espionage, organized crime and even the involvement of a secret society. The true identity of the Isdal woman and the circumstances of her death remain a mystery. 5. The Hinterkaifeck murders. In 1922, 6 people were murdered on a farm in Germany. The Hinterkaifeck murders is a famous unsolved case in Germany. On March 31, 1922, the bodies of 6 people were discovered on a farm in Hinterkaifeck, a small village near the town of Ingolstadt, Germany. The victims were Andreas Gruber, his wife Casilia, their daughter Victoria, and their 2 grandchildren, Casilia and Joseph. Despite many suspects and theories, the case remains unsolved. The murders were discovered when a neighbor went to the farm to investigate why the family had not been seen for several days. The police found that the killer had entered the farm through a locked door and killed the family with a mattock, a type of axe-like tool. The killer then fled the scene and has never been found. The investigation was hampered by a lack of physical evidence and a lack of motive for the murders. The police investigated several suspects, including former employees of the farm, but none were found to have committed the murders. The case remains one of the most gruesome and mysterious murders in German history and has been the subject of many books and documentaries. Theories about the case include that it was a crime of passion, a robbery gone wrong, or the work of a serial killer. But the true identity of the killer and the motive for the murders remains a mystery. In conclusion, the cases of the Black Dahlia, Boy in the Box, Somerton Man, Isdal Woman, and Hinterkaifeck murders are just a few examples of urban mysteries that have yet to be solved. Despite extensive investigations and numerous leads and theories, these cases remain a mystery to this day. They serve as a reminder of the fragility of human life and the enduring power of the unknown. These unsolved cases continue to capture the public's imagination and inspire new generations of investigators to seek the truth. Even though they remain unsolved, they will never be forgotten and continue to be a subject of discussion and speculation.